The good news today, in the good news, we have in the reprints category Dominaria United. Liliana of the Veil. Can you believe that? Wizard says yes. This set could use a Liliana of the Veil. What a great news. I wanted to buy one. I wasn't about to buy one, but I wanted to buy one for my Planeswalker Commander deck, which likes the small casting cost. I think that's the key in Atraxa. Really happy to see that. Be able to pick one up at not $100, unless you pick up the exotic one, foil, Fantastic. Fantastic reprint. And this one also caught my eye here. Sulphurous Spring. Well, first these caught my eyes, and then I saw this one. I'm really happy to see those in the spotlight because I think they're the best. They are part of my top 5 best lands in Magic. All right. And then we see Sulphur Spring, and I'm like, wait, isn't that the one at $20? Isn't that the one at $20? Right. Sulphur Spring. So I made an Ishin deck, and I was putting in my dual lands, Cave of Koilos. Which other one? This one? And then when I wanted to buy it at the time, I saw the price, especially Black Border, 10th edition, $20, right? Whereas the other ones, let's do Shivan Reef. Look at this price difference. Look at this. Oop. Oh, they spiked recently, but they were normally $1 something. Even this one is like the best colors in Magic. If you talk to vintage players, they'll say blue, red, black. They were always $1 something. So I bought like 10 of those some months ago. But I wasn't able to buy this, at $20. I was like, no. I don't think I bought it either. I said, if they ever reprint this, because this is just scarcity, if they ever reprint this, right, it's going to go down to $5 maybe. And the reason why this one is so high is because it's played, well, I assume, Modern can play it instead of other black-red solutions. So really happy to see that. And thanks to Wizard, Wizard was kind of nice with us, and they showed us these. Oh, I didn't notice. This is also friendly color. This is also friendly color. So I don't know if they're gonna split the package, the 10 lands, into 2 blocks. They seem to enjoy that format if that's what they want to do. But this is amazing news. So this is probably going to go down to $5 or so, possibly $10 if there is a very good deck playing black red in standard. But players are going to be able to experience those in standard. It's like a different category of people. All right, some people will play Commander, Legacy, Standard, and the groups don't mix perfectly. Right, of course, we got some players that play all of those and different types, but Standard players have not seen those lands since, like, it was at 20 years, So it's going to be a new crowd experiencing those lands. And they're part of my top 5, and just let's talk about why. So, top 5 best lands in Magic. We have the dual lands, original dual lands. Do I need to show you? We just take our time today because it's hot and we don't care. Whoa, Karn, were you there a second ago? Colorless Planeswalker. We'll have to check that out. A Johnny completed. That's scary. MTG lands wiki. I'll try to do this fast. This is the best website to look up for lands, by the way. Just go to the bottom, click on a special type, get to see them. Right. At all the miscellaneous. Prismatic Vista, I think, is an amazing land. Then you come here, and that's where you get all the different lands. Great place to look up lands. Best land in Magic, start with number 1, dual lands. The original dual lands. This doesn't give them justice. These are the real deal. How much is that thing? $345? Jesus. They are the best. Second best. Fetch lands. And they work in tandem. This was $20 for the longest time, by the way. Just recently jumped to 40. Third best. Third best. Shock lands. Where are they? Shock lands. Right here. That's right. Shock lands. They're just second to the original dual lands. And when you want, computer can exit the page if you want. All right, back to the business. Rocklands. Yo, stop with this shit. Fourth best. What's the fourth best, chat? Triomes. Yeah. Where are the triomes? Triomes. They're called triple lands, maybe? Back up. Man, I'm trying to make a video here, man. Why you dealing me like that? Let's find the triomes. Do we call them triple lands? People like the fast lands. Yo. I think I know my whole fucking podcast is gonna fall. Triple lands. Yeah. I beg you. Triomes. Triome lands. Need to buy those, by the way. The new ones. It's no coincidence, that they printed those like in the last set. They know they are the best. That's number 4 on my list. And number 5 is Painlands. Where are you? Now, why is Painlands number 5 on my list? Right? You might wonder, how is that possible? So, this one here, for example, comes into play tapped, and it gives you 2 colors, right? And a colorless, but it deals damage to you. This one is not it. And if Painlands would have just been that, they would have been all right. They would have been all right. Most players would not play them because they come into play tapped, but, but they're all right. They give you colors when you need it, and they give you colorless when you don't, and that's key to these lands. Now, those, for some reason, they made a pain land that does not come into play tapped. Now, you can't fetch this, but that's what you got the fetch package for, with your triomes and your shocks and your duels if you're into that. This one really is just a land that you either find in your deck or you draw. And when you have it, it feels amazing. And the reason why is because it doesn't come into play tapped. It gives you 2 of your 3 colors, or your 2 colors. If you're playing 2 colors, you gotta play this. This is amazing. And if you open your hand with it, it's a great land also to start with. Because turn 1, you get your colors. You get 2 colors. You get to play white or black turn 1. Just 1 damage. Right? And then turn 2, you put another land down. And even if it's another fucking shock land, it doesn't matter. Because if you want to play Tarmogoyf, you tap this one for green, deals 1 damage to you. Tap this one for colorless, doesn't do any damage to you. You play your Tarmogoyf turn 2. It doesn't hurt to play pain lands, for all I know. But it hurt the wallet, all right, at $20 each. Now, finally, we get those, which are going to be 5, or if they're played, maybe 10, maybe. And a lot of players are going to let them go. A lot of experienced players are also going to let them go. If they don't play standard, they don't care about those lands. And they should care. The reason why these lands are $1 and some each is 1, because they are reprinted, sure, but 2, because most players don't think they're good. They don't know they're good. But it happens. But I think that is going to be over once this enters standard. When these enter standard, players realize just how good this is. They'll play them. Players have other options. That's why they don't play them, like in Legacy or Modern or whatever else. But in Commander, you can only have 1 of each. So this is auto-include in any 2 or 3 colors decks. Mostly 4 also. Now, why are they so good? I'll just repeat it in order. So we have to understand the reasons why they're so good in order. First, they don't come into play tapped. That's number 1. That has to be a thing. 2, they give you your 2 colors right away. You need any of them. 1 life, it doesn't matter. I'll lightning bolt myself in the face if I need to. Give me my colors. 3, some players might say they always deal damage to you, but no, right? You can go into colorless with it, which is the real 3rd reason why they're so good. It's gonna fuss some players a little bit, but the real 3rd reason, because you don't need to deal damage to yourself. You can just make it colorless. So if you're color heavy and you make your mana color heavy, get your colors, this becomes colorless, and it doesn't deal any damage, and it helped you get where you wanted to be in the game fantastically. And the 4th reason, not to forget anyone, well, you get to have a 3rd color with the colorless. That is a 6 color of magic, and it's right here for you to take. And any Eldrazi decks with colors will play those lands. They're probably their best lands. And I wouldn't be surprised if they would say that they are absolutely in love with this land if they play Eldrazi. Everybody kind of give shade a little bit to this land. But not the Eldrazi player. They're like, I'll fall in love with this fucking land type, you know. So great news. Really happy to see that.